Hi guys, it's the month of welcome back. I actually have a very fun exercise that God had me do that I want to share with you guys. And yes, as it says on the screen, it's a prophetic vision board. And the Bible verse that goes along with this is where there is no vision, the people perish. And so I really want us to focus in on perfecting the vision that God has given us through use of making a prophetic board. As you feel led to do this, I want you guys to hone in on certain things that you felt God has promised you within your heart and jot that down on this board that you're going to create, or certain prophetic words that were spoken over your life um, that resonated with you. You can, and you feel like it hasn't come to pass yet. So jot that down on the board as well, along with other things that you want to do for yourself in the long run. Um, that it's a desire of your heart and it's in alignment with God's will. Write that down. So I gave a few examples. I didn't mean write it down, but like put it on the board. Um, so I gave a few examples of what that could be: great and stable health, financial stability, having multiple businesses. Maybe you're someone who wants to travel more. Maybe you always had a particular dream home that you said you want for yourself in the future and for your family. Maybe you are single and you would like to be married, or maybe you are married and you want to advance in your marriage and have God restore it and have it be the vision that you've always thought it would be, even if it currently isn't. So, you know, push through and find ways to put in this board as to what that would look like so long it's in alignment with God's will and His word. Then maybe you wanted children, down the line, and that's something that you see for yourself in the future. Maybe there's a specific car that you've always been dreaming of that you just feel like you don't know when, you don't know how, but you're gonna get it. Or maybe you do know how, but it hasn't gone to the level of being able to be executed where you can actually purchase this car. So put that car in there. So remember, this could be long-term goals, short-term goals, or short-term things that you can work towards as part of fulfilling um, something that is prophetic for you. And not all of these things are going to be something that God has specifically promised you, or a promise or a prophecy that was said over you. It can simply be things that you want to obtain, you want to acquire. And so that's going to look very different for many different people depending on where you are. And some people may want to take it, bite size. So if it is a bite size thing and you want to uh, do a prophetic board, every year or every 6 months, or basically once you've reached any of the things that you've put on your prophetic board, you can always revamp it. Um, so I'm continuing down the list. Also, whether if it's a piece of land you felt God promised you, or you want to own land for a business venture, whether it's passing a particular exam that you haven't been able to pass, but you will pass. That's why it's important to have that vision. Or whether you want to go to school for something and you feel like you don't know how. So where there's a will, there's a way. Plus, if it's in alignment with God's will, it will happen. But seeing it before us over and over, repeatedly, it does something to the mind. That's why we're encouraged to read His Word and renew our mind through His Word all the time. Because once you see it, you can ingest it and you can find things in relation to what's going to make you get to the next step, to get towards wherever it is that you're looking to go towards. Okay, so for the instructions, um, by the way, this one that says, if you can even see it on the screen where it says prophetic board, that one's the one I made for myself. It's really, really big. So when I wake up in the morning, I can actually go and see it If you can see it, I have like health fitness on there. Of course, I would love to have the amount of money to do the things that God has wanted me to do, or has put on my heart for me to do. So that's something there. But when we move on to the instructions, you can use a site like Canva, which is what I used. I'm gonna put the links below in case you've never heard of it before, but it's a really amazing site. So you can use that site to be creative and put like a prophetic board together. The way I did it was through typing in the search bar on Canva collage. And once you do that, it opens up um, a bunch of templates that you can pick and choose whatever you want to do, and how you want to lay it out. It's yours. Make it spunky, make it exciting, put some life into it because this will give you life. This is part of having a vision so you can push forward. Um, and the next part of it is once you're actually done, you're going to um, download it, save it, and the after you download it and save it, you're gonna then go to your local Staples. Well, before you go to your local Staples, um, you're gonna go to Staples website, which I'm gonna put the link so that you can see where to actually click to get the board. It's gonna ask you what size you want. I preferred 24 by 36. There's a size down. 24 by 36 is really huge, but I did that for a reason. I wanted it to have been really huge so that you can't miss it. Well, so that I can't miss it. Um, Also, I actually forgot to say, please, 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 um, these prophetic boards are meant to be for you and God. It's not meant to be for anybody else to see. Um, you may want to, this is a fun activity that you may want to do with your friends and even some family members. But sometimes when we reveal our deepest desires or what we believe that God has planned for us, and someone else thinks differently, or, maybe they're thinking a lot smaller than you are, or maybe what you feel God has in store for you is really exquisite. It's really distinguished. And this can trigger some negative feelings with people. And you don't want that. You don't want anyone putting a damper or any kind of negativity of something. You may want something that seems astronomical to people, and God may have promised you that. And someone looks at it and says, "You really want this car? You really think you can get this car? Why would you do that? Oh my God, it's going to be like you're going to be spending $200,000 on a car. God wouldn't allow that." And then, boom, there goes your vision. There goes what you felt God promised you, and it's all gone. And so this is something that's sacred. He does say that he will reveal to you um, his deepest secrets, and in due time there will be a time for it to be revealed to others. But until then, harvest it, bear it as if you're growing a baby inside of you, and keep it to yourself until it's time to deliver, or when it's actually delivered. So um, I really, really want to encourage that this is going to be put in a place where only you can see it, only you have access to it. It could be just somewhere you feel is sacred to you, and you have your own downtime. It could be an office, it could be a bedroom, whatever you feel is appropriate for you. So that's that. Now back to the instructions. So you're gonna pick out a poster board, a simple poster board. I think it says like design it yourself on Staples. After you've selected that option, you choose the size that you want. Again, I chose a really big size, 24 by 36. You can go a size down. And after you do that, um, you then go to check out. You can pay for it when you yeah, you can pay for it when you check out, or when you go to pick it up instead of it having it delivered to you. If you have a local Staples, and it can actually be very expensive. I think it was $20 more for me to get it shipped to me versus if I picked it up. And um and if it doesn't look the way you want, you don't want it to be something that you've already paid for without actually seeing it. So you want the quality's worth. Also, be mindful of whether you're going to be choosing landscape or portrait, which is one comes out vertically, the other comes out horizontally. Make sure it fits the way it should. And that happened to me. Mine was I had to choose, I think, landscape as opposed to portrait based off of the type of template I use from Canva. So that's that. Um, the next thing I went and did, as you can see, mine, if you can see this image at all, mine has a picture frame. So I didn't want it to be, so it was fine that I didn't actually get a board and I actually got a paper printed and then I placed that within a frame. So um, I think it looks more aesthetically pleasing. It looks like something you actually give importance to, like kind of like when you give a picture of your family members or yourself in a picture. So I think it looks neater in the house. It looks serious. So, anyways, I would encourage to get a picture frame based off of the size that you chose. So make sure it's the same size. I got my picture frame at Walmart. I don't remember how much it cost because I bought it so long ago. And when I was making my prophetic board, I didn't even realize that it was the same size. And so I was like, oh my God, this is going to be perfect. I knew I didn't want to give this picture frame away because when I first moved into my place, I bought a bunch of frames and I realized, okay, I don't have any use for this. So I left it there and long and behold, it found its place. So that's that. I'll also, I mean, I think everybody knows their local Walmart. So I can put some picture frames links from Walmart that you can possibly order from there if interested. And then again, hang it anywhere that you think is appropriate. Anyways, this was meant to be a really short, brief video on something that I think will help take us to the next level by having that vision and being able to see it every day and renewing our minds on the vision that God has given us. So, stay tuned for more. I do have more in store. It takes me a really long time to make my videos, guys. Um, I hate PowerPoint. It's like very clunky to me, and I think there's so many different ways to um, I guess to upgrade, but I haven't had the time to figure that out. So I'm a little bit slow with how I'm moving with PowerPoint and then presenting it and stuff like that. So there will be more. It just takes time. Just wait, sit here and wait around. I promise it will be good. Please like, share, and subscribe as usual. We want to grow this family. We want to be a good community of fellowship and just anything that we think that is very positive that we can continue contributing to each other. All right. Bye.